Last week was one of the most productive weeks I've had in a while. I got more done, experienced less stress, and spent more time doing what I love with the people that I care about most. And today, I want to share with you one of the biggest changes I've made in my workflow that's helped me free up space not only in my schedule, but also in my mind. Let's do it.
There you go.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Weekly Growth Journal. Every week on this channel, I jump on here and I document my personal growth journey as a creative entrepreneur. I try to share the wins, the challenges, and most importantly, the lessons that I'm learning every week. I believe that your business success and your creative success all starts from within. Once you grow and evolve as a person, you are primed for success in all of your different endeavors. So yeah, this is kind of me just documenting the process of growth as an individual, and in turn also the process of growth with my businesses and my creative projects. So as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I want to share one of the biggest changes I've made in my workflow that has made a huge impact on the business. But before I do that, I want to share a bit about what I do. So right now I'm the co-owner of two different businesses alongside my girlfriend, Colleen. And the first one is a commercial agency where we create digital marketing material for different brands and businesses. We specifically focus on brands in the outdoor lifestyle space, travel space, health and wellness space. And the second business that we're currently building is a business designed to help creatives and entrepreneurs find purpose, break free from mental limitations, and ultimately lead more authentic and fulfilling lives. We believe that true success, which looks different for everyone, starts with understanding ourselves, who we are, what we do, and most importantly, why we do it. So right now we host annual creative retreats. These focus on holistic development, and the next one we're actually doing is in June this year in Norway, which is going to be so epic. We also offer personalized mentoring, which is a program that we are actually currently redeveloping, but the focus of that is to help creatives and entrepreneurs build impactful and authentic personal brands, while most importantly, overcoming limiting beliefs. On the topic of personal branding though, one of the things that I've been struggling with a lot is trying to keep up with posting on all of these different platforms. And that is actually one of the reasons why I have started using the tools that I'm going to share with you today. Naturally, as an entrepreneur and as a creative, there's so much that you have to do. I feel like there's always ideas infiltrating my mind, and it's hard to sift through those ideas sometimes and figure out what to prioritize. And ultimately, I think it comes down to systems. I shared this in last week's video. And today I want to share a system and a software called Claude AI, which has been an absolute game changer in my business. I want to show you not only what it is, but also how I'm using it and how it's helping me. So let's do this. Let's dive right into it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump into my computer here. I'm gonna record kind of like how I've set this program up. But basically what Claude is, it's very similar to like ChatGPT. It can act as like an AI assistant, an AI creative partner. That's kind of what I look at it as. It's my thinking partner. And it really just like helps to strategize, to come up with ideas, and to help articulate thoughts in a lot of ways. So today I wanna show you how I'm using it, because I think there's a lot of really powerful things you can do with this program if you use it right. So I'm going to show you how I have been using it, and hopefully this helps you guys out. Everything that I'm mentioning here is on the paid plan, and this is also not sponsored. So I think it's worth noting that Claude AI and ChatGPT are pretty similar, but there are some key differences. And I do still use both, but one of the biggest reasons I'm using Claude is because it actually does a much better job of articulating through writing. A lot of the times I'll ask ChatGPT to write a script for me, or to write an Instagram caption or something like that. A lot of the times it comes out sounding robotic, whereas in Claude, it actually, from my personal experience, has done a much better job of writing in my tone of voice and making it sound more relatable, which is huge, especially as a creative. So that's kind of why I'm using this platform, and there's a bunch of really powerful things you can do in here that I'm going to show you guys right now. But hopefully by me sharing this, not only streamlines different processes in your business, but most importantly, frees up some time in your schedule so that you can do the things that you love to do. So let's jump right into it. So this is what Claude looks like when you open up the dashboard. You have this text box here where you can add your prompts, or you can ask a question or anything like that. But what's been really helpful for me is this projects feature. So in here, you can create individual projects that focus on different things. So you'll see that I have a personal branding project, and then I also have a business advisor project, which has been a game changer for me. And what's really cool about this is that you can actually set them up differently. So for example, when you come into the personal branding one here, you have the project knowledge section on the right, and then you have your kind of like that chat box, and then also past conversations that I've had with Claude right below that. But what's really, really cool is on this project knowledge side, you can input different PDFs or different information that Claude will reference anytime it gives you a response. So for example, in the personal branding project, I have a few different resources that I'm asking Claude to reference. You'll see on the right, I have a tone of voice and writing style document. And what I've done in there is I have added things like past emails that I've written, past Instagram captions that I've written, past video scripts, so that it better understands how I write, like my style of writing. I have our business strategy document, and then I also have a document that I've put together for my personal branding goals. And then if you go back here into the other project that I have, this business advisor, you'll see that I have a background research and competitive analysis. But what also is really cool is that you can also set project instructions. And again, these can differ depending on the project. So in here, you can basically tell Claude how you want it to respond. This is a prompt that I found online, but I'm basically telling Claude to have an IQ of 180, you're brutally honest and direct, you've built multi-billion-dollar companies, you have the expertise in psychology, strategy, and execution, and you care about my success. This is your mission. And then these are the different frameworks and mental models for each response. So I'm basically telling Claude how to act, what its role is. And then you'll see in this other one, in my personal branding one, I've kind of tweaked that again. So the profession and the role in this project is to act as a digital marketer and a personal branding expert. The objective is to utilize project knowledge and relevant data and thoughtfully plan and script and schedule different ideas. I also give it like a personality trait. So you are approachable, adventurous, full of enthusiasm, trying to replicate myself. So that's kind of what I put in there. And then I also have an output format. So I'm sure I'll tweak and evolve this as I continue to use the program and see what works best, but that's kind of how I have it organized right now. For each of these individual documents, what I've done is I've actually created a separate Google Drive folder with all of my project knowledge. So you'll see in here, I have all of the different documents that I've already made. I have a separate folder for working documents. So these are just the working Google Doc files that I can kind of go into and tweak. And then once I have them to the point where I want them, I just export them as PDFs, and then I drop them into Claude. As you can see here, I can show you the personal branding document. This is something that I have worked through myself. These are the goals for the personal brand. This is everything that I'm looking to achieve. This is my target audience. I have the content themes, the different pillars, everything that I'm speaking about in my brand. And then I actually wrote up a little blurb here about my backstory as a creative. So anytime I ask Claude to come up with a different idea for content or to expand on an idea that I have, it'll reference all of this information that I've put in here. And I think one thing worth noting is that Claude can't actually search the web. So that's when ChatGPT will come into my workflow. So for example, with the background knowledge and the competitive analysis that I've done here, basically what I did was I made a list of all the different companies that I felt were doing something similar to what we're looking to achieve. And I basically made that list, put it into ChatGPT, and I've asked it to create a synopsis of those companies, what they do, what they offer, who their target audience is. And then it basically made me this list. And then I created this into a PDF and put that into Claude. Now, anytime I ask Claude for business advice, it is going to reference what my competitors are doing and ultimately help identify ways that we can stand out and be unique in the market. So just as an example, I have asked Claude to tell me what we can change from our business strategy based on what our competitors are doing and what our goals are. So you'll see now it's kind of doing its thing. It's working away. here's the hard truth that it's given us. It's telling us, okay, this is what your goals are, but this is actually what you need to hear in order to make your strategy better. Some actionable steps, and then your challenge. And then we can kind of take this information, we can adjust the strategy, or we can see different things that we want to implement. And obviously this is just a quick example, but another example I'll give is I have generated a response here. I'm asking Claude to give me some ideas for content for the next week. I want to publish 3 to 4 Instagram posts and 1 YouTube video. And yeah, here it goes. Okay, so pretty insane, but it has given me the details for a bunch of different posts here based on what I asked it. And it has actually formatted it based on the project instructions that I have listed. So you'll see that the first post here, it's giving me a type of post, Instagram carousel, engagement hook, which is something that I could use for the first 2 to 3 seconds of a video. The real reason most creatives burn out isn't what you think. It's also written out the caption for me. And then, yeah, same thing with all the other posts. The other thing that's really cool is you can actually ask Claude to create diagrams and stuff for you. So this is something that I found really helpful recently when trying to develop different exercises for my mentoring. So just to give an example, let's jump back into the personal branding and let's ask it to create an example of a mind map based on my content themes. So yeah, pretty crazy, but right now Claude AI is basically taking what I have asked it and it is coding literally in front of my eyes right now an example of a mind map. And will I use this? Maybe, maybe not, but I'm just kind of trying to paint the picture of what's possible with a platform like this. It's a crazy powerful program, and it's just really good for streamlining things and most importantly saving you time and energy, because for me to come up with this on my own might have taken a couple hours, but to have the system do it in a matter of seconds is insane. So yeah, that's kind of how I'm using it right now. I've been using it for probably a week and a half to 2 weeks. I'm sure I will tighten everything up and streamline it even further. I'm sure I'll even add some more project knowledge into each of these things. But yeah, I figured I would share this because it has been a game changer in my workflow as of late. And I think time is our most precious resource. So any tool, system, or habit that you can implement to free up your time, I think is money and energy well spent. So before I let you go, I want to share my question for the week. This is something that I do every week on this channel, is I give you guys something to ponder. So my question for this week is, what is one core belief that is holding you back from creating the impact you know you're capable of? A deep one, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. And if you ever want to chat more about this type of stuff, then you can shoot me a DM on Instagram or leave a message in the comments below. But yeah, I hope you guys got a ton of value out of this, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.